swing by after you're done.
No, I'm not going
Great
back
moment
for
in post-game matchup
that. I'm not
history.
going to do that. Guys, I thought we played extremely hard, and you know, our teams typically play hard, but when you look at tonight, I thought our guys got after it. Did we do everything right? Absolutely not. But even the mistakes that we made, I thought we made the mistakes because we played hard, and I can live with those. I'm happy where my team is right now. I think everybody that gets in the game is giving me maximum effort. I thought we did a tremendous job of getting out in transition. We pressured them. I thought we took them out of everything that they did. They're going to be a good team in their league. They've got some really good young players. But I thought our pressure kind of pushed them out towards half court, and they really didn't get a chance to run a lot of things. So very disappointed that DJ Funderburg finally missed a shot on the year. But I knew it was coming, and I told him, I said, you let me down, because I told everybody that he was going to go the whole year and not miss a shot, and he did. So I was a little disappointed when he took that baseline jumper, and it came up a little bit short. I really was. I thought, it was like, man, this guy is going to make all his field goals, and he didn't. So, but I'll take questions at this time.
Kevin, do you have an update on Markel?
No, I don't. He'll meet with the doctors tomorrow, and I'll know more. But I will tell you this, that he was not diagnosed with a concussion, so I can say that. But I don't know what the end result. He'll meet with the doctors tomorrow.
One other thing to add, Devin, was there as simple as a guy just settling in after he didn't have the 2 games he wanted to start and kind of getting into a groove a little bit?
Yeah, he settled in. When you got a guy who's a transfer, and we've got obviously several on our team, you want to play so well because you sit out. And I thought in the first couple games, especially the last game, he forced a lot of things. When you look at him, he typically don't get charges called on him like that. And I thought he relaxed. I thought he was more comfortable tonight. I thought he played off his teammates, and I'm happy for him.
Coach, you guys forced 24 turnovers tonight. Do you feel like this was a great foundation to the building your team's identity?
I like where we are as a team. I think we got to get better in a lot of areas, obviously, and that's what we're trying to improve from game to game. One of the words that I keep telling you guys is this team is versatility. We got a lot of different pieces that can play a lot of different positions. At times, we had C.J. Bryce playing the point guard position, and so you're going to see all type of different guys playing different positions. But that's what I like about it. I thought we were very active. When I looked at the stat sheet from the last game, I liked our deflections that we count on the bench, but I didn't like the fact that we only had 3 or 4 steals. And when you look at tonight, we had 13.
Ian made his decision official, and then on the same day, get Markel hurt. Were you looking down at the end of the bench trying to figure out where everybody went?
No, you know what? I wasn't, because every time I looked down at the bench, somebody was sitting on the edge of their chair trying to get in the game. We've got plenty of guys that are eager to play, and it's so funny. I don't know that I've ever had a team where Joe, everybody is almost equal. It may not be. I may not have a starting 5. I know I'm starting 5 guys, but when you look at it, it's hard to, not to get Eric Lockett on the floor, not to get DJ on the floor, and even Jericho's playing very good basketball, and right now Braxton, until we get him back settled in, he's coming off the bench, and so I like it. I like where we at.
At some point you'll face some adversity, but is there something to be said about having guys see the ball go through the basket on a regular basis these last 3 games?
Yeah, it's good. Especially when you got guys who are struggling. Look, our guys are playing very unselfish basketball. If you look around the country and you look at the minutes played, most of the guys who start the game are playing 30, 35 minutes. And you look at us, I don't know that we have anybody averaging over 26 minutes. And that says a lot about those guys as a character, because, we're keeping some guys happy and they're playing as hard as they can for the short amount of time that they're in the game. But, we will hit some adversity, and hopefully we handled it the right way.
You mentioned last game what Braxton the 3-point shooter that he brings to you, but today, you don't have Markel, and you need his point guard ability. And the shooting also kind of helps too. He had 5 assists, just what he kind of gives to you. And were you surprised he came back as soon as he did?
No, I thought our doctors and our trainer did a tremendous job getting him back. I wasn't surprised, Joe, because C.J. Bryce, when we were at Wilmington, had the same similar surgery, and he was out for 3 weeks. It's amazing what doctors can do, and very grateful for those guys. But he gives us a different dimension. When you look at Braxton, his ability to make a three-point shot is just effective as us getting out in transition, getting a dunk. He excites the crowd. He gives energy to the team, and was happy for him that he could get back out there and play a little bit today.
Coach, you mentioned obviously the turnovers in this game, but how many deflections did this team end up with as far as your final tally that you had?
I'm sorry that I didn't get that. I'll tell you what I'll do. If you would check with Fred, I'll let you know. We had, I will tell you this, at a halftime we had 36. And we try to get 40 for the game.
Just to put a bow on Ian, could you shed us any light on what he told you why he left the program for one game? It's fairly unusual.
Ian and I, just to give you some background on it, Ian and I met on Monday and had a great conversation. And for me, it's about what's best for his future, what he thinks is best. And we talked about, the pros and cons, and, here's an opportunity if you stay, because I do think he would have been a very good basketball player for us. Or if there's another opportunity for you, then, I'll support you and I'll be behind you. We didn't come to a decision at that time, or he didn't. He told me he would call me later on at night, and I was at my radio show, and he sent me a text and asked me, could we talk? And I said, absolutely. On my break, I'll call you. I called in between breaks, and he just said, Coach, I think I'm going to end up looking at another situation. And I said, man, I appreciate you. Thanks for everything. Thanks for even coming here for us, and I wish him luck. And so I think at the end of the day, I think he was just looking for a fresh start.
You guys good?